everybody. Okay, so sorry would you go lay down? No, go lay down. Go lay down, big dog. Big dog just got home from the vet, so he needs lots of lovin's. He has completed his heartworm treatment. It's very exciting and expensive. I'm very excited the expensive part's over. Yeah, like really expensive. Please worm your dogs. Anyway, so I'm sorry I haven't really been on the past couple weeks. I've had like really busy weeks and lots of animals to fill up all my time. This is Juliet. Juliet had her first vet trip the other day too. She did not like it. It was not okay. But she took it better than Romeo did. Show us the dog. I don't know how I'm gonna get Big Dog up here. Big Dog, come here. Cause I can't move my phone. If I move it, I'm gonna it'll fall and be down forever. Come here, Big Dog. Come here. Come here, baby. Okay, slowly but surely. Yeah, come here. Big Dog, come up. Big Dog, come up. Oh, he's like, what do you want me to do? He's like, what do you want? Big Dog, you get on the couch, Big Dog? Big Dog, come up. You can come lay down on the couch. He's just dancing around me. He's like, I don't really know what you want from me right now, but I want to give it to you. Big Dog is the sweetest dog. So I'm actually pretty sure he was a service dog before he was abandoned, because he just got a lot of the, have you ever been around a service dog, how they'll follow you right beside whoever they're supposed to be with, and they'll always be on one side and they're just ready to help you with anything? That's how he is. He always goes to my right side when I walk. When I stand up, he stands up. When I lay down, he lays down right by the end of my bed. And at first I just thought it was because he was had been through some rough stuff and he just wanted someone to love on him. But then I realized that I think this is ingrained in him. I think that he thinks every time I stand up, I might need him. Honeypot says, does he bark at strangers? Very rarely. Very rarely. He's very laid back. Now, if someone comes around that he doesn't know and they move too much or move really fast or something, then he's more aware. But no, he's really quiet. Generally, he's really quiet. Romeo, quit. Wolfie says, what advice do you give someone who is dating someone in the feds? So the feds is really different than states. In the feds, you're doing 85% instead of 50 to 25%. And you're limited on how much contact you can have. So in the feds, we only get 300 minutes a month. That is 10 minutes a day. So letters are a really good idea. You also have email through core links. So you have a lot more limits. In state, they're not limiting you on how many phone calls you can make a day. I think the most important thing with anyone who's incarcerated is just have the emotional support. I know a lot of people are going to say financial support is important too. Most people telling you that are going to be inmates. But the emotional support was the most important part for me. Deontay never sent me any money when I was incarcerated, but he answered that phone every single time I called. And that's what really mattered to me. At the end of the day, that's what you want from someone. You want to know they're there for you. I never had to worry what he was doing or... Carrie says state is 65. In Mississippi, state is 25%. Unless you have violent charges or something like that, then it gets higher. Olivia Baby says, Lindsay, hi. And then somebody else had said that their dog is just really loyal, and Big Dog could just be really loyal. I don't know he's a service dog. I'm probably just creating a background from him because I don't know his actual background. So I just made him a cool one. But he's still got the cough because the heartworm medicine causes all the dead heartworms to go to his lungs or something like that. I don't know. I know that we have some really expensive medicine I have to give him every day now. Brittany Lacrosse said, "You look so good now than when you were on the show with the guy with the big lips. I forget his name. His name was Scott, and I was on drugs. So that's why I look better. Because nobody looks good on drugs." But that you don't know that at the time. At the time, you think you look great. It's not until you look back that you realize that you looked awful. But I was sober my first season with Scott. So Love After Lockup was sober me. I was on the ankle monitor. You know, I wasn't really having any, like, they had their thumb on me, so I didn't really have a way I could mess up. It wasn't until I got off the ankle monitor and I started, because Molly wouldn't be with me all the time. My mom would get her on weekends still, so when I wouldn't have Molly, I would venture off, and that's when I started messing up pretty quick. My cats keep running into my lights, if you're wondering why I'm blinking. Hey, Romeo, quit. He's playing with the cord. Romeo, quit. Romeo is a rebel. I'm teaching them tricks. I did not know cats could learn tricks. It's so cool. Come here, Romeo. They come. You can teach them to come and sit. And we're currently working on Sit Pretty. This is Romeo. He is like super wild. He's really entertaining. But Juliet's the one you want to snuggle with you. There goes Juliet right there. I got this stuff. It's some spray, cat deterrent spray. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It just doesn't. Like, I have learned that the only way that spray works is if I spray it at them. Like, because like right now they're not supposed to be on the couch like this. I spray the deterrent spray. But watch this. If I even get near them with the spray, they're gone. Oh, they jumped down before I could get them. If I even walk towards them with the bottle and shake it, they speed off. They hate that spray. Like, they hate any spray. I think when I run out of the deterrent spray, I'm just going to put water in it. It's going to have the same effect. But, so I've posted some pictures of the puppies that I am rehoming. By the way, if you're local or if you want to travel and you want a Basset Hound, hit me up. I have 10, well, 9 now, because I have one that's found his new home. But I've had a lot of people come at me really crazy because they call me a, backyard breeder. Okay, I do not breed animals. This has been a difficult experience. I love the puppies. The puppies are great. They eat a lot, they poop a whole lot, and I have a hard time like keeping them together when I take them outside for like playtime. They're a handful. I would never do this willingly, even for a lot of money. Are they purebred Basset Hounds? No, Holly, they are not. The mother is a full-blooded Basset Hound. However, so the lady who actually owns them went to jail, and she treated these dogs like children, spoiled children. They have really been slumming it with me. But when she went to jail, they didn't have anybody to take care of them. So I went and I said, oh yeah, well, she had 4. And 2 of them are outside dogs, and I don't have like a fenced in area for them. So I found them temporary homes until she gets back. And her 2 inside dogs, Molly and Dixie, are both full-blooded Basset Hounds. However, she was in jail 5 days before I got them. All her doors were open on her house when I got there. Dogs were out running around. I had to go like locate them. Molly got knocked up by the neighbor dog. I think he's like a boxer or something. Anyway, they look like Basset Hounds though. They just don't have the exact coloring. They're adorable. I'm rehoming them for $200 each because the vet charged me for their initial checkup, their fecal checkup, their fecal check, their first rounds of shots, something else. They did like 3 or 4 things. And they charge you for like the whole thing, and they charge you per puppy on top of that. It's not really expensive though. It's not. It's just, man, these puppies have kicked my butt. They're so cute. I feel like one of those sheep dogs when they're outside in the yard playing, because the road is a lot closer than I'm comfortable with. But I want them to be able to move around. So I end up like circling them like one of those sheep dogs in the movies, like trying to herd them together. Funny story, yesterday, the culvert that goes under my driveway, one of them crawled in this culvert. It's like this big. Would not come out. This dog's not coming out. So I end up I put all the rest of them up, and I bring Molly, the mom, over and like play with her in front of the culvert. So maybe he would come out, and he'd just sit there and he wouldn't come out. And then Molly realized that he's under there. And she looks at me, and then she's looking at the culvert, and she's looking at me like I'm supposed to be able to do something. Like, I can't get in the pipe. And so eventually she crawls in there, and then because like when I tell you this dog barely fits in there, she crawls in there, she crawls out, looks at me, crawls in there, crawls out, looks at me, and then crawls in there, and she's all the way in the culvert. I can't even see her anymore, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna have to like call the fire department. That's really embarrassing. All of a sudden I hear this crying sound, and Molly has grabbed this puppy up and drug this puppy out of the culvert. It was the coolest thing, and I wish I'd have recorded it so that I could show you all, because my story doesn't do it justice. Anyway, I'm sure y'all are tired of hearing about the dogs. Sorry, I'm an animal lover. Okay, on to tonight. So, tonight's episode, if you watched any of the sneak peeks or whatever, then you get to see that tonight is when I get to talk to my attorney about my charges. I recommend my attorney to anyone local. I live, close to Corinth, Mississippi. So anybody that's in that area and needs an attorney, I recommend him 110%. He's really gone above and beyond to help me out. And I feel like his demeanor, his demeanor is really good. Like, he's not going to sugarcoat anything for you. Not for me, not for anybody. Sorry, my cats are acting crazy. By the way, I can't see what time it is, so when it gets close, will y'all warn me? Okay, thanks. But, yeah, so I had a lot of people saying, oh, you weren't really released with warrants. She's just making that up to make... I don't remember the reason they said I was making it up. But anyway, I wasn't making it up, and tonight that gets verified for those who didn't believe me in the first place. I feel like making things up for television would be a really, really bad idea, because people are going to know you're lying. Like, I've actually seen a whole lot of stuff about Destiny's part of the storyline between Sarah and Sean. And, like, it doesn't make sense because of the timing or something. I haven't really looked into it. Has anybody else, y'all know what I'm talking about? 5:43 starts in 15 minutes. Oh, wait, what is it? Oh. Okay, I'm going to let someone go live with me because I'm lonely. I have to watch the show by myself. Roll Tide Bama. Hey, local said I look really pretty tonight. Thank you. Juliet, come on. Come on. Get off my couch. The animals don't listen to me. They really run my house. Anyway, who are you most excited to see this week? Because I know that Sean and Sarah's wedding seems like it kind of gets turned up. I don't really know what is about to happen, but I'm definitely here for it. I mean that in the best way possible. I hate that. I give up. I hate that there was any drama at Sarah's wedding, because she seems like a really cool person. I really like her a lot more than I like Destiny. Vetta said, I just want to fight Destiny. She should just hook up with Scott. I would pay to see that. I really would. I would listen. I'm already a fan of the show, being that, I'm on it. But, man, if they put Destiny and Scott on together, I would watch reruns. I would watch reruns 3 times a week. It would make me so happy. I really dislike Scott. I really dislike him. Let's see. It says I can accept you, but it's not letting me. So I don't know what I'm doing. Technology still really kicks my butt, to be honest with you. I have to go to my kid for a lot of my technological problems. Am I still with Deontay? Well, you have to watch the season for that. I don't want to give away any spoilers, because I've heard all kinds of things. I've heard that we're broke up. I've heard we're together. I've heard him with Blaine. I heard he has a baby on the way. I've heard all kinds of things. So you'll have to wait and see. Not about the baby. That's just crazy. But I'm trying to think what else I saw on the Puppy and Amber and Eric thing. So I was actually really, really, really interested to find out that Eric owns a trucking company, because they had never said anything about what he did, and I was like, okay, because everybody's like, oh, he's a drug dealer, and I was like, I don't know. like this guy really has his stuff together. He doesn't look like he's on drugs, so I feel like he's got something going on. He owns a whole trucking business. That's a really good gig. So I get that when people like say that you're dealing drugs and you're not, and you've actually worked for something to accomplish something. I know we had some clapback towards some of the fans behind that, but I get it. Like he's a company owner. Go Eric. Also, I never noticed the last episode that his eyes are different colors. Oh, hi Kiki and Kibitz. It's Mary. Everybody say hi. But I think two color eyes is the coolest thing ever. I really hope it's real. I really hope he didn't have like one contact in one eye and one contact in the other, or not in the other, because I think that is the coolest thing ever in life. I want to take pictures with him just like I pointed his eyes. Sorry, that was probably kind of weird. Hope Puppy doesn't get mad at me. Anyway. Okay, so we talked about Sarah and Sean. We talked about Puppy and Amber. And then I know that my part of my segment's on tonight. And which was the other couple that they showed? Oh, Kevin. Kevin has a mess going on. I'm in to watch Kevin though. Like Kevin's funny to me. Like, and a lot of people are like, oh, I don't know why all these girls are falling over him. I mean, I feel like the boy's got swag. I do. I'm here to watch it. I can't decide if I like Tiffany or Kayla more. I think I like, don't quote me on this. I think I like Kayla more. Yeah? Does anybody agree with me? Oh, Brittany and Ray. Brittany and Ray are dealing with real life problems. Things are really calmed down for them. So I feel like we're getting to see a very, like, there's this very real life. They don't have a whole lot of drama right now, and that's great for them. It's something inspiring to watch when somebody comes home from prison and you got it together. And the biggest thing they're having to worry about is like deciding how they're about to go into their marriage. So I think it's a really great thing that they have going on right now. And I really feel like they're going to be together long term. Chaz. Oh my gosh. The sneak peek had on it the where he finds out that, I'm afraid I'm gonna say her name wrong. Branwen? Did I say that right? Branwen, yes. Branwen is escorting for $140 per half hour. I don't know the going rates for working girls. Is that a good price? I feel like I wouldn't give it up for $140 a half hour. But then also, if you watch the sneak peek, it said it was like sensual massages, naked massages. I mean, but the thing is, like, if you're going to a good masseuse, that's what you're going to pay there. I feel like she should surely just get her license and give people massages with their clothes on. That's what I would do. Isn't she in jail? Is she in jail? I don't keep up with enough of the gossip. Keish Dawn said that Branwen's in jail. I'm going to have to, like, snoop and find out. Maybe I'll click in on Kiki and Kabitz on their Sunday night recap, because if it is the Love After Lockup tea, they know it. Y'all, it's serious. They know all of it. Oh, look. Kiki and Kabitz just said no. She's not in jail. Telling you. They know it. And then Brittany and Marcelino. Y'all. Brittany done smacked this girl. I like to have died. I was at my probation officer's office, and one of the other probation officers come up the other day and said, hey, I watched you on TV. Man, I couldn't believe Brittany got that girl like that. And I was just like, me either. Like, this is literally happening at my probation officer's office. But I had a lot of people I've been seeing online, people like, oh, this is fake. This is not real. I don't know if y'all are watching the same thing I was watching. There was nothing fake about that. Like, she punched the crap out of her, and then she shoves her, and she flies several feet away before smacking the concrete, okay? No, that's not fake. I think they would set up a fake fight anyway. That's really, like, that would be retarded. Like, the cast, I mean, I've heard people like, what was that guy's name that Kevin knocked out? I don't remember. But I know he went on and was saying how Do we know why Marcelino is in the hospital? I do not know that, Mary. I don't really have any contact with cast members besides Deontay. It's a super big no-no. We're not supposed to have contact with them, and since I don't want to get in trouble, I just follow the rules. I feel like once my time is done on the show, then I'll meet cast members. That's why it was such a big deal when I started dating Deontay, because we weren't even supposed to be speaking, much less dating. It is 8:51. Thank you, Jefferson. Jefferson, yeah. Yeah, so I'm here for Brittany and Marcelino's story. I've heard so many people say how fake it is. I've heard so many people say that their storyline is made up. It's not. I don't believe it for a second. I'm 100% here for it because this is the most exciting season that I think I've ever seen between Brittany and Marcelino. I don't know, that season, one of the early seasons where Marcelino thought her baby daddy was pretty good too. But Curtis claims his knockout scene was staged, said Kiki and Kibitz. I keep saying that wrong. I call bullcrap. If I got my butt handed to me on camera, I would say the same thing. But here, this is funny. Curtis claimed it was fake after he got knocked out. I've seen a lot of people reposting from Amanda, which is the girl that Brittany slapped, punched, threw down on the ground like a rag doll, saying it was fake. Why are the people that got their butts handed to them the ones that are saying it's fake? Coincidence? I think not. Baby daddy fight was real, said Tracy Robertson. I'm thinking all these fights are real. Like, I'm not going on camera to get, like, fake beat up. Like, it's not happening. Like, you can't pay me for that. You can't. Are you telling me that you signed up for a paycheck to get fake beat? Like, no. People got their asses handed to them, and now they're mad and want to scream it's fake. I mean, that's my theory. It's a working theory, but that's my theory. Jefferson Broom says, have you ever been to Disneyland? So my abuela worked at Disney World in Florida. So we went there a bunch when Molly was younger because we got free tickets. She doesn't work there anymore. I got to pay for my tickets now. Which Molly literally said, like a couple weeks ago, she's like, we've never gone to Disney World. And I was like, because when I tell you this kid's probably been to Disney World like 7 or 8 times, like she was going like twice a year when she was younger. So she was just too young to remember. But I like literally went and showed her videos of herself when she was younger playing at Disney World. And she was like, well, it doesn't count because I don't remember it. My other girl has her cross country run tomorrow. It's at like 5. Her time is not really great. She's not really been training. So I feel like she's going to get better as the season progresses. She is state ranked in high school cross country and track. 6 minutes. Thanks, Anna. 5122. Kimmy wants to know how my daughter is doing. She is good. How old is she? She's 13. She was 12 when we filmed. I think it's really funny. I had a lot of people saying, that's not your kid. She must have multiple children. Because Molly looks so young in my season in 2020 and she looks so much older now. Guys, she had puberty. That's simply all it is. She was 10 then. She was 12 when we filmed for this one. But she did grow up. She actually got braces this week. She looks so cute with them too. Like for real, she rocks braces. I don't think she's gonna have them for a really long time. I had to wear mine for a long time, but she has like better teeth than I do. She had one tooth, a baby tooth that would not come out, and it had pushed her adult tooth back. So they had to put braces on to pull that tooth forward. Yes, Tracy, she is a teenager. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared to be a teenager mom? Mom of a teenager? But yeah, she actually, the pageant dress that we bought, she actually won that pageant. She placed first. Actually, I think I posted pictures of it back on my Instagram. So if you want to check it out in her beautiful pink dress. And she did a bunch of pictures like this because that's her thing right now. That's cool. I mean, whatever. Oh, okay, guys, what time is it? Because I don't want to miss the first part. I know I've already watched the sneak peek, but I just like to be involved. Yes, Tracy, first place. I was so proud. Yeah, she placed 11th in her run last Saturday. I hope she does really good tomorrow's run too. I'm actually going to play softball tomorrow. I got invited to play on a co-ed team. I was like, sure. I'm probably gonna get myself hurt. Like I haven't played in a really long time. Like usually in prison they have a whole lot of like basketball, softball, volleyball things going on, but since we were in quarantine, we couldn't intermix. So we literally just sat in our cell like 24 hours a day. We got out 3 times a week for showers. It sucked. Like prison sucks in general, but being in this last time during COVID, it really sucked. Plenty of time to reflect and read the Bible. 4 minutes. Thanks, guys. I usually have my watch, but I can't find my charger. And I also usually have my kid, but she's not here with me tonight. I have no life. My life is all about love after lockup, my kid, and cooking. Have I ever been to Canada? No, Jeff, I have never left the country. And Callie's Hillary asked, what am I doing for work? And do I do construction with Blaine? Yes, I still do construction. Well, I do drywall finishing now. I don't actually do construction. I started off initially doing construction. I learned a little bit of everything because I knew absolutely nothing. I learned electrical. I can do like small things like install outlets and like run conduit. And then I learned plumbing. I don't really like plumbing. I'm not very good at it. Then we started with the walls at one of our places we did where they put the sheetrock up and then you mud it to make the finish look good. And our finisher walked off the job. And so they're like, oh, well, do you mind doing the finishing until we find somebody else? And I was like, yeah. And so I literally was like watching it on YouTube and I ended up really liking it. And now that is all I do is drywall finishing. And I really like it, actually. It's very peaceful. Araya Sunshine said, I'm brave for showing my skeletons. And how do I get past the haters? I try to look at everything as constructive criticism. Everything. Some of the things can't be taken as constructive criticism. But I try to take things for that people are only seeing so much of it. You know, y'all don't get to see the entire thing. Y'all just get to see a portion. And so I just remind myself of that. Anyway, we're like 1 minute till. So I'm going to log off. Y'all make sure to join Deontay's live. He always goes lives after the show, which is why I don't, because I would hate to make y'all choose between the two of us. Okay, guys, I'm going to go watch the show. Make sure you tweet about it. And tune in for Deontay's afterwards. Bye.